From the city of the sun, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is October 13, 2025. It is 3:18 a.m. So, over the weekend, I was able to catch up with whatever Harry and Meghan did in New York City. I record, I edit. I'm pretty surprised at myself. Yeah, it took me a while to do that. I did it. I'm up to date now. The only thing I need to do, I would like to do a review of their speech. But if you want to hear the speech throughout without any interruption, go on our Port of Pew service. I have it there. When I do have time, there are a couple things I need to do. Go back to Paris Fashion Week, put a little collage together. And New York, when Harry and Meghan were in New York, put some pictures, images together as a collage so you guys see what was happening. But that'll be for another time. But there are some new topics, discussion that's happening right now. So I want to catch up with them and then edit them because I have a doctor appointment today. So this is what I have for you guys for tonight. Okay, it's a lot of them are videos. This one I want to focus on them another time. Okay, I was hoping I could do this over the weekend, but I was too focused on what was going on in New York. So this has to do with African parks, some legal issue that needs to go on Happy Team Sussex. Let me see what this is about. I see fashion. Let me see something. All right, so I went to see what I can put on this video. So this is the only one I think I can put over here because, oh, actually it's today. the 13th, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, founder of Asever, will be at the Fortune's Most Powerful Women MPW Summit 2025, being held on October 13 through 15, starting today in Washington, D.C. Title, Leading in a Dynamic World. Meghan Sussex, Fortune, Asever. So this is taking place this week in D.C. All right, so this is the announcement. So I'm glad I went through it, because by the time I get to that particular list, who knows when I will do this particular list. Let me put that there. I don't know when I'll be recording it. It will be over. All right, this will be meaningless. All right, so there's no comment. Oh, there's one actually. Speakers at the Fortune MPW Summit include Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, former VP Kamala Harris, Selena Gomez, Brené Brown, Jamie Dimon, and many more. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Now, this is a video of the Cut being interviewing, what's his name? Meghan's friend, Pierre Paolo? All right. There's an article I started reading, and then there were a lot of things. I'm not really too much into fashion, and I was feeling a little bit bored reading it. So when I scroll all the way down and I only see a small one paragraph that describe the interaction, how Meghan got to and was invited to the Paris Fashion Week, and it was just one small paragraph. I didn't continue reading it. I didn't even edit that particular video, because the tweet that shared the article and its caption, it's pretty much the paragraph of that article that mentioned Meghan in it. So I didn't even bother reading it. But you know what I will do in this video as well? I will leave the link of that article if you want to read it. It wasn't beneficial for me to waste my time edit that video. Unfortunately, I know there are some Sussex squads who are into fashion. They probably will enjoy it, but it was torture for me. All right, but I came across this, so I'm gonna redeem myself. Okay, so I came across this and I thought this is better. All right. Oh, Meghan, the friend you are. Credit Magali de Matthias. Who is that? Is that a squaddy? Okay, I don't know who's that. Let's listen to this. It's 1 minute and 5 seconds. And then it's a retweet. I guess this is the article. This is the article. I started reading and I was like, I'll leave the link for you, okay? So let's listen to this. 1 minute and 5 seconds.
I mean, you broke the internet with the collection alone, but I think you also won what they call the celebrity guest sweepstakes.
All right.
The Duchess of Sussex there, in 2 custom looks, one white, one black. How did that happen?
But actually, I like everything in my life, it just happened. We started texting some years ago.
Texting,
yeah. And because we met and we continue like texting. And you know, she just, it just happened. She said, I'd love to come to your show. We've been talking about the moment. I was starting at Balenciaga. I was kind of explaining what I was about to do, and how I wanted to manage the house. And yeah, it just happened.
she's never been to a fashion show.
I know.
Oh, so this is where, keep that in mind, what that lady just said here. She's never been to a fashion show. I have a video I will share with you in this video, my video, of JTB. I was reading some of the comment under JTB's video, and I'm assuming JTB said the same thing that lady have said. She never been to a fashion show. But there was a squaddy under that comment that says, nah, she's been to fashion shows before, but not the Paris fashion show. All right? So keep that in mind. Let me rewind it slightly near the end.
To manage the house. And yeah, it just happened.
She's never been to a fashion show.
I know.
Okay? So keep that in mind. The other thing as well, if you watch some of my old videos, this past week from the Saturday, I didn't do any recording on Saturday, where I was talking about how Meghan probably get invited to the Paris fashion show. And that was one comment I was totally in agreement with, while some of the headline was saying, oh, they probably pay her $1 million to show up, whatever. And there was one comment I was aligning with. And I was like, I'm pretty sure, it probably just friend talking. And she said, I want to support you or something like that. So I think I was somewhat close. Not completely 100%, but I was somewhat close. And it seems like Meghan have been friend with him for a while. So they've been texting. And he explained to Meghan what he was gonna do with the line that he's gonna be representing. And then Meghan says she would like to support him. So there it is. No money, nothing. The part that I got wrong, and I was saying maybe, and I did say maybe that if Meghan says she's gonna show up, security issues, and probably he will pay for Meghan's team who were putting makeup. So it seems like it's Meghan who traveled with her team, and that's it. She just showed up. All right. So pretty much this is what that paragraph in the article said. All right. So let me go into that retweet. Well, folks, this concludes a lovely week. Piopello Piccioli gave an interview to The Cut in which he confirmed his friendship with the Duchess of Sussex and shared what was his vision for the Balenciaga show, worth a read. All right, so that article, I will leave it in the description for you guys, okay? So all the haters lying about he paid our Meg for her appearance while Meg asked to attend like one does for a dear friend one loves and support. These haters, royalists, have no friends, that's for sure, and have never given love to anyone. The way he proudly said how he kept Meghan's attendance secret for a surprise effect 2025 has been fun and destroying made-up narratives. Alright, thanks for the archive version because The Cut is cancelled. Oh, why? For real? I think I hate all their writers. Okay, I don't know. Meghan have done couple interviews with The Cut. Okay, I'm missing something here. Yes, The Cut is super trash. Okay, these are some squaddies that I follow. I think I follow her. Yeah, I follow her. So the squad must know something I'm not aware of. 100%. Thank you for sharing. My pleasure. Okay, there's more comment. Let's move on. I must skip that. All right, so this is Meghan, her entrance at the Paris Fashion Week. Not the haters confirming how valuable, irrelevant Princess Meghan presence is. They easily believe the claim that she was paid millions for an appearance at Paris Fashion Week. All she did was reach out to her friend who gladly accepted her request and made her his guest of honor. Okay? So 7 seconds, we've seen this video already. Everybody's gonna gasp. Oops, come on. Okay, you hear, oh wow. Okay. She honored him by wearing his design and she carried them off like a queen. Yeah. You notice when makeup stories, it's always according to sources. No princess. Okay, you could say whatever. But she's still married to Prince Harry, so let me pause and respond to this hater. I don't normally do that, but sometimes I feel like doing that. So this is what I put here. I just do a screenshot of it. Member of the British royal family. Meghan, American member of the British royal family. Spouse, Prince. I underline Prince. Harry, Duke of Sussex. Alright, so that's that. I should not waste time on these people. That's black. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. This is a video. Okay, let's pause. Is that not Rachel Zane? That's a retweet of this. This is, look at where Harry's putting his hand. She does not flinch, but you people's Prince Harry, knew precisely what he was doing. We are in public, sir. The squad are just making fun of him. I'm just gonna go through it like this, because if I play it, I'm gonna need to put screenshot. Look at Harry and Meghan. He pretend that he didn't do anything. Look at Meghan. He's like, what? You're my wife. I'm touching your ass. In public, they know exactly. And Harry knows, okay? Now I could see why when Harry and Meghan are in public, you know, they're doing that thing, and you see Meghan laughing. He literally, I could see him saying his silliness to Meghan. He knows exactly what he's doing to give the people something to talk about. It is. Rachel Zane became a princess after she ditched Mike Ross and married Prince Harry. Yes, it's Rachel Zane. Yes, it is. Love Harry and Meghan. She had to remind him where he was, where you been. Okay, so that's that. Let's see what some of the comments here. Look at his hand. Look at it. He know. You see the little smirk after he did that? Just watch. Like around here. Okay? Watch the side of his lip. He knows exactly what he was doing. Let's play. I had to. Meghan is like, keep it, you know, our kids is watching. Let me read what's there. Hand on butt is the new sexy. You go, Harry. That's the 5. Yeah, I remember when Will tried to touch Kate that one time and she moved so he couldn't. Ouch. And vice versa as well. There was a video. Where were they? I think William was receiving some trophy or something like that. And she tried to touch his butt. He said something to her like, don't touch me or something. I love this for all of us. There's the laugh here. His cheeky grin is everything. I grin every time this appears on my timeline because they are so adorable together and my man is flirting like mad. Harry and Meghan, New York City. Harry said, and? So? Exactly! I mean... The girl is mine, Prince Harry 2025. I think my girl gone viral. Harry in public like that. Miss Jennifer Ventingberg? Okay, whatever that is. Alright, next tweet. So remember what I said during that interview. Alright? And there will be a comment here where one of the squaddies corrected JTB. Alright? So there's this here. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, attend her first ever fashion show at Balenciaga. No press, no fanfare, just elegance. Pio Paolo Piocelli said he kept it a surprise because he wanted it that way. Quiet power at its finest. Alright, so let's... Okay, whew, I almost click on it. Let's listen. 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
You broke the internet with the collection alone. But I think you also won what they call the celebrity guest sweepstakes, the Duchess of Sussex there, in 2 custom looks, one white, one black. How did that happen?
Pier Paolo Piccioli's interview with The Cut revealed something quite powerful. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, didn't just attend his Balenciaga debut. She became part of its story. According to Piccioli, her presence wasn't planned, wasn't publicized, and wasn't orchestrated for attention. She simply showed up, and in doing so, changed the entire tone of the moment. What makes it even more remarkable is that this is Meghan's first ever fashion show. Okay. After years of being one of the most
Okay, so this is... I could understand why he said that. Literally, the lady during the interview said that, so that's that, okay? But it was only Paris Fashion Week. That was her first time there. I have learned. I'm not a professional in that, so let's listen.
Talked about women in fashion. She had never sat front row at any runway. Not Dior, not Givenchy, not Valentino. Okay. So when she finally decided to appear at one, it was for Piccioli. That alone speaks volumes about the mutual respect between the two of them.
And that was able to happen because their friendship was there. They had a friendship going on, so she was able to just call him and said, I would like to attend, okay? So if there was no friendship there, she won't be able to do that, okay? So let's continue.
Piccioli said Meghan reached out to him years ago. They've kept in touch ever since. And he didn't tell anyone she was coming because he wanted it to be a surprise. That alone says a lot. She was there as a friend, as a supporter, as a woman deeply respected by one of fashion's most humanistic designers. And that's what made it special. No leaks, no PR spin, no insider gossip. Just authenticity. Meghan showed up quietly, elegantly, and the world noticed anyway. That's what you call global influence. Piccoli even reflected on how people feel protective over her, how the public holds affection for Meghan after everything she's endured. He said, quote, "Whether it's true or not, that somehow maybe things didn't end so well when you left your last job," end quote. That's empathy. That's humanity. And that's exactly why the connection between the Duchess and Piccoli feels real. Two people who led with emotion and art, rather than noise and ego. Meghan didn't need to walk the runway to dominate the room. Her first ever fashion show appearance.
She did do the runway. Getting to her seat. That was I don't know, what do you call this? That catwalk getting to her seat. I just shared that video with you. That's like, wow. Do you know how much people could have paid to have her doing that? And another thing as well, people who are friends with her right now, they should take note with things like this. Past friends she have had for years, okay? People who just probably got into her circle should take note. You show her royalty, you be honest with her, you know, the kind of things that you don't backstab her. She will support you when the time is needed. Okay? So that's another thing. Let's continue.
Appearance became a global headline, not because she tried to make one, because her presence carried weight. It was about reinvention, respect, and quiet power. This wasn't a celebrity cameo. It was a statement. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, continues to redefine what influence looks like, showing up once, silently, and making the whole world pause.
That's right. That's true. Okay, so this is where the correction comes in here. It was not Meghan's first Fashion Week show ever. It was her first Paris Fashion Week appearance. Before marrying into that family, she used to go to Fashion Weeks in New York, Toronto, London. There are many pics of her as proof. Google her. The lady from the Cut got it wrong. Got it wrong too. Okay, so this is where the correction. The squad is, I'm telling you, the squad is or something. My mistake. Thank you for correcting my oversight. You're welcome. We all make mistakes. I think in one of my videos yesterday, I highlighted one of the squaddies who responded under my video. You know, she didn't like bash me or anything like that, but it made me think. Okay? It made me think there are ways I could have reworded my frustration. Because I was saying under frustration, I don't know, when I'm doing those videos, when I'm in the moment, I just let it out. But what could have saved me or helped me is that if I had other people who edit, let's say even if I edit the video, but someone overlook it for me and then will tell me, you know, see if everything okay, probably would have pointed that out and said, maybe you could have said this way or whatever, to make me think twice. So it's almost like when you are a writer, no matter how good of a writer that you are, you need someone else to check it for you. Because as you read your own writing, it will always sound good to you because this is the way that you would like it to be printed. So when someone else reads it, you know, certain things might pop up. Maybe you could have said this way, or is this what you mean? So if you mean it that way, maybe you should say it that way, something like that. This is why they have editors. So I don't know if I'm making excuses, but I just want to acknowledge when I don't mind constructive criticism, but it's when the Rangers coming under my comments saying that BS out of, you know, there's no substance, no reason for their whatever complaint. But if it's a constructive criticism, I'm all for it. But anyway, let's continue. Imagine if this had gotten leaked, the British press would have ruined this man moment. I hope others who now may want Meghan as a surprise guest to take note and shut the F up. That too. Thank you. JTB, where can I find this interview? Who is it by? Thanks. There's no comment under it here. You know what? Let me pause and get that link for her. All right, so this is what I put here. I don't think this is the full interview, but I came across this small portion. This small video portion. I hope that helps. All right, that's the link of it. That's the, yeah, this one, okay? It's only a minute and 5 seconds. Back out. Let me read some more comment and then that'll be it. Love this. No performative press moment. No circus, just class, poise, and purpose. Meghan continues to redefine what influence look like. JTB, I always look forward to your takedown of those derangers. Yes, that's the laugh here. He could also have not wanted people to cancel. You could say whatever you want. No press, no fanfare. There's the laugh here. Next, you'll say she then practiced the Zoolander walk. I don't know why they're saying it's a Zoolander walk. I've come across other people, other comments saying that from the derangers. But when you look at that walk, she literally was showing off the clothes. Okay, and I spoke about not only her makeup as a non, fashion person. The people who did her makeup, Daniel, and the person who did her hair, they knew exactly why they made her hair like this, put the makeup like that, because they wanted to highlight the clothes that she was wearing. And as she was walking, you could see her posture, standing straight, and her stride is very, elegant, and you could see the clothes is like she's flying through. Okay, there are people who goes to modeling school learning how to walk on the runway with her high heels. All right, so she did it perfectly. These people, they could never give positive comment of something that is pretty much Meghan was doing it perfectly in my view. All right, okay, so there's that. I would love to hear more details from the designer, because I think there's much more in terms of the clothes. Well, it's good enough. Let's just say it's good enough for the public of what he said. Next tweet. He doesn't need to explain in more detail. Okay, so I came across this, and the next tweet that I have is a retweet of this. Okay, but the only reason I put the next tweet that retweeted that is because it's a squaddy, so there'll be more comment under it based on the caption. All right, Duchess Meghan was spotted with the new Vogue editor Chloe Malle. How do you pronounce it? Malle or Mal? Chloe Malle and Meghan Markle at the Whitby earlier today. Anon, was it Anon, please? All right, so there's more here. Can't wait to see what comes out of this, or if it's just friendly. It's It's 2 mois exclusive. By the way, I added 2 mois at the bottom of the pic and my story. Okay, let's see this here. I'm doing this for the the fashion squaddies. Meghan was recently seen with new American Vogue editor Chloe Malle, who succeeded Anna Wintour in New York. And Meghan had met Anna Wintour while she was in Paris. There's video of it. As I mentioned a few weeks ago, Chloe has been following Meghan since she first created her account and was also spotted sharing sweet stories about her during Fashion Week in Paris. Okay. I'm telling you, the squad are everywhere. So I'm not even in the fashion circle kind of thing. I don't follow people. Maybe I do, but not knowing they are in the fashion, I don't know. But the squaddies who are into that, this is where under the Sussex squad, everything come under it. They will bring their the thing that talks about Meghan on Twitter. All right, so that's that. Okay, Jesse from Summer House at Old Crow in Chicago after clubs win. And Kendall and Casey also there. All right, so there's that. She took some screenshot, I guess, from her IG account. Okay. They better keep Annie. Don't know how to photograph black people. What is that? Lebovitz. Away from my boo. All right, so there's that. Stay away from her. A Vogue cover, please. All right. I really hope Meghan get a monthly column in Vogue in addition to a cover soon. Wow, she will have to create time for this. She has so much going on. All right, this will trigger the derangers, and I'm all for it. Vogue cover, please. Plus, I think Meghan is really going to beat those people at their own games of being friends with editors. That's a good one. But then again, these other people, the left behinders, they have money and they, who knows? Maybe they act like Trump and fears so people do what they say. I don't know. I'm just throwing nonsense out there. Will our Duchess be on the cover of Vogue soon? I sure hope so. Meg will definitely be on the cover. Are we getting second Vogue cover? Okay. Can you imagine Meghan on the cover? The bunny boilers will be leaping in the pot themselves. I never hear of this before. The bunny boilers. They need to do an editorial featuring the new Asever home goods line, or a Balenciaga editorial featuring Meghan modeling the new season, and then Meghan announces her own fashion line. Man, if she's showing herself like this, it will be too much. Put me on the cover. How much to write about me? Me again. Okay, so that they are here. Duchess Meghan doesn't exist. Okay, alright. So from this point on, the derangers. I don't have time for this right now. Alright, they're clicking. They see her picture, but whew, next tweet. Bunny boilers. That's a good one. Okay, so this is the retweet. I'm not gonna go in it. I'm just gonna focus on this one here. Oh dear, will Chloe Malle be getting a call from Jason Knauf on behalf of Kate Middleton, who now will want Meghan's fashion contact and will want whatever she may or may not be dooming up with Chloe? Stopped. All right, so that's what I was saying a few minutes ago. Maybe, you know, these people, they talk with money and probably put fear into them. Whatever. But they should focus and look at how Netflix deal with these people. They should stick to Tatler. Their biggest setback is she's American, and the American market is bigger than the British, and almost everything Meghan has access to much more than they do, despite them being working royals. That is true, but the thing that is happening here, and I have sort of highlighted this on Team Sussex, my other channel. If you're not aware of it, go there and subscribe, because I pretty much talk about a lot of things like politic things. One of the things I have highlighted what's happening in the US is that about 2 years ago, they've probably been doing it for a very long time, but I started noticing about 2 years ago where it seems like they were selling off the things that make America what it is. There's, for instance, golf. What do you call it? Is it live or live? Something like that. With the Middle East, some of the PGA players were being bought off from live. Live is, I think, a Middle Eastern kind of golf thing. And they were getting some of the people who signed with the PGA, okay, to be over there. I highlighted it, and there's some other thing I was seeing, and I put one and one together, and I was like, wow, they're really destroying the things that make America what it is, what attract, you know, foreigners to come in the US, you know, from Hollywood. Hollywood was always tainted with pedophile and things like that, but, you know, the Hollywood kind of thing was being destroyed even more. Okay, just go on Team Sussex. There's some videos I have like a couple years ago about that. Okay, so this is not new. They knew what they were doing. This have been in a plan to destroy America from within. Look, as of 2025, October 13, 2025, just look at what Trump is doing to America. Okay, so they are destroying from within. The American culture, what makes America was the envy of the world. Many black Brits will come to the US to get Hollywood roles, because in the UK they were not giving them roles. Okay, there are a lot of Brits. I've highlighted some of them in past videos. There's this woman, I keep on forgetting her name. I think she had played with Tom Cruise, one of those Mission Impossible. She came here, and there was something that she said. I don't remember what it is, but I highlighted in this channel. I remember the thumbnails of it, because there was a red carpet I put, and then I put some faces of black American actors and actresses who paved the way for her. She had said something in an interview, and I was like, come on, show respect or something. Ever since then, I've seen her in a different way, even though I don't remember exactly what she said. It's probably in the video. Okay, it's probably in the video, but I didn't really, consume me for me to, I just have a second look on her. I don't hate her or anything like that, but the fact that it seems like she put down, she disrespect all those actors who fought their butt off.
All your favorite things that you've been watching for years, and you know those actors that you go, oh, there's that guy on that show. You may not necessarily know their names. You may see me on the show, you may not know my name, but you've seen me on a lot of things. Those actors are working class actors. We're literally working paycheck to paycheck. It takes $26,000 to qualify for your life health insurance for SAG-AFTRA. A guest star on a show, producers will do top of show. This is a verbiage that they created. It's not in our contracts, it's what they created. So they're not gonna budge above whatever their top of show is. Top of show generally could be anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000 or 8,000 an episode. Maybe that sounds great. So say I cobble together 2 or 3 guest stars during this a year. People, our audiences sees me on 3 or 4 different shows, and they're like, wow, that actress is working, she's doing all this stuff. I still, by doing that with Top of Show, I have still not qualified for my health insurance. We literally are going paycheck to paycheck. Back in the day, we used to have quotes that once you've been working for a certain amount of time, you're working really hard to get your quote up, to get your salary up. They decided to get rid of that, so they no longer acknowledge or respect that. This industry is one of the few industries that seniority, that being in this industry for a long time, that gathering up an amazing resume doesn't mean anything to them. They literally, yes, there is some very wealthy actors, absolutely. There's 160,000 members in our union, 160,000. 1% are the top grossers, 1%. And of that, maybe 2% are the ones that literally support and uplift our union and keep the insurance going. Everybody else is below the line. People don't realize that SAG-AFTRA is not just actors. We're broadcasters, we're stunt coordinators, stunt workers, we're dancers and singers and voiceover artists. There's a huge umbrella that we encompass, and 98% of those people are below the line, are struggling to make a living in an industry that we all know is making billions. I think about this all the time. We talk about this in our caucuses. Back in the day, we used to talk about millions. Everybody wanted to make millions, and oh, wouldn't that be amazing? These people are making billions, and yet they don't have money to give us just a scooch more to contribute to our pension and health, to allow us to qualify for our health insurance. We have actors that you all will recognize. You will know us from that guy on that show that have been lost their insurance, don't no longer qualify, and are hustling just to get a day on a job to just pay their rent, not even their insurance, their rent. This is a serious, crucial moment. It's this sounds hyperbolic or whatever, but it is a life or death situation, because we're talking about taking care of our families, taking care of our loved ones, if our parents, if they're getting older. You always, as a child, you want to be able to contribute. Should I be at this age still asking my parents for money? No, I should be taking care of my parents. It's painful.
To get a role, to pave the way for her who left the UK, who probably will not give her the chance, okay, of the role, let's say playing a Bond girl or something like that. But she played a role in Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, and for her to say that, I was like, just go in that video. I don't remember what she said. All right, let's finish this. They may well offer her something in order to gain access in some way, Anna Wintour too, or they will be harassing her and making all kind of promises. There's the Lafayette bullseye. All right, next tweet. Yeah, they will try to undermine. I mean, even if she doesn't appear in Vogue, she could do her own thing. I mean, Meghan doesn't need I don't want to say doesn't need, because we all are connected. But the way the UK, the royal family are going about it, the childish type of tactic, it's unnecessary. All right, next tweet. Full look on Meghan's outfit from yesterday. All right, that's when she was in New York. Look at the doorman. There's that. Okay, she looks fantastic. A jumpsuit. That's an ad. Okay, perfect, pretty. This outfit is chef kiss. There's the heart, gorgeous as ever. She's beautiful. I want her to step it up like 100 notch. They already hate her. She needs to make them sick. I'll pop out sizzling every damn day. I'll tell you, the squad. The squad or something. They petty. It's the thing where when they go low, you go lower. They don't do the Michelle Obama kind of thing. Okay, next tweet. I know a certified baddies when I see one. Okay, so this is the clothes that she wore here. It's one image, I think. Yeah. I was looking in one of the videos that I did if this is one of those brown jacket that she wore. I don't know if it's the same thing. These two jackets look almost the same, you know, just different colors. It could be. She's probably like me. Well, even that one. Yeah, it's probably the same type but different colors. It's like me when I go somewhere to, I was talking about this in one of the videos, is that when I go to an outlet, my favorite shoes, let's say walking around, is Crocs. So whenever I go to an outlet and I see they have a Crocs store there, I will go in to look to see what one of their shoes that I like. And if I really like it, I'll buy at least 3 or 4 the same time but different colors. There's that. Hello to the yeah. Her outfit or everything. Love that brown coat. What was it not too long ago? One of the squad was saying they can't wait to see her winter outfit. Was it certified? There's that. Oh yeah, she's certifiable for sure. This is definitely a genuine baddie. All right, next tweet. I'm putting this because of the fashion Sussex squad. Okay, so there's this. Good day, good people. There's the heart here and the crown. So that was during Saturday. Gorgeous. That's an ad. Okay, yes indeed. We love you too. There's that. Perfect. She's not royal. She's a griff. Okay, whatever. Tell yourself that. There they are. I forgot to do that. I need to block them so they don't pop up. Not just their comment. I forgot about that. Alright, so there's one, for instance. This one. All I have to do here. Black. It's them I need to black. Not just the comment. Alright. Let me pause for a second and get some of them out of the way. Oh my god. I thought I paused, but I didn't do it. Alright, next tweet. I black a couple of them so I don't have to see their comments. Not just their comments. I get them completely out of my thing. Okay, she's glowing. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, steps out of Capo Massa restaurant, New York City. Alright, so there's that. This is nice. There's the shoes. Okay. There's more here. Let's see some of the comments. Okay, the Duchess of Sussex had lunch with friend Jill Smoller, Senior Vice President and partner at WME. This is what I like about both Harry and Meghan. When they go places, when they go out, they take care of a lot of things. So starting this week, they're probably going to be in DC. So on the East Coast. So they take care of everything on the East Coast. From Paris to New York and then DC and then whatever else they have while they're out and then go back to California. Meghan Sussex, always on point. Love. Okay, that's an ad. Okay, this is that. Duchess of Sussex brought her A game to Paris and New York. Alright, so same outfit but different tweet. These are extra. Just popped all of Meghan's New York looks. The gala outfit is still my fave. But honestly, there wasn't a single look I didn't love. Everything was so chic. Alright, so there's that. Okay, so this was some of the things she wore. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Alright, there's that. picture with, and I guess, and I think the next picture is a bigger version of it. Okay, Meghan Sussex is hecka pretty, so darn photogenic. There's that. There's more extra. There's the loving eye. This face, oh my God, Meghan. Okay, I'm not gonna put these on the list. These are extra. There's more pictures. Alright, that's her during the fashion week. Look at her. I love her. When I was making a video about it, and I call her Sussex Squad. Alright, next tweet. That's on my list. Okay, so this is the other picture, a bigger version of it. Meghan with a fan at the Project Healthy Minds Festival. Alright, so there's that. I'm sorry, but there can be a fan. Harry is solely effed up, and the head, for whatever reason, and therapy hasn't. What the hell is. Okay, so these are some people I need to just block. I don't come across that thing. I'm telling you, these people are upside down. What's up is down. What's down is up. Alright, let's leave that alone. They are bots probably. Look at this. Following each other so that they could run their negativity on Twitter. Okay, next tweet. What a post for. Okay, maybe from this point on I might do another video. Part 2.